You've come a long way, though, in a relatively short space of time, haven't you?
Really, really have. I mean, honestly, it's laughable. Within 5 months, we've got over 7,000, nearly 200 followers on Facebook and, obviously on other social media platforms as well. And I'm just really excited the fact that we've nearly had 1.2 million views of the coverage that we've done in 5 months. It is phenomenal. And as I say, the demographics for that are worldwide. It isn't just the Isle of Man. So we are exposing sport to all over the world.
1.2 million views worldwide, as you say. Were you surprised, or have you been surprised at the response that your videos have been receiving?
Oh, massively. I mean, we're not talking kind of BBC Sky Sports coverage here. We're talking really, really basic coverage. And whenever I am actually doing live feeds, I'm always saying, okay, just make sure that you don't, you haven't got your expectations up for this to be kind of pure Sky Sports coverage. This is literally just very basic and very raw, but people are really enjoying that side of it. And, the commentating side of it too, I'm really wanting to draw in those people that know their sports very well, because I'm definitely not trying to advocate that I know everything about every sport. I definitely don't. People will really know me very well, obviously, from Radio TT. So motorsport is my thing. So I have been overwhelmed by the response, because I really didn't think, and I didn't know if people would get it. But yeah, I mean, it seems as if they are.
And there are a lot of knowledgeable local sports people about who know all sorts, the ins and outs, every single player, every single move, and the historical knowledge of many sports. For those who don't know, and you've mentioned motorsport and cycling as well, what other sports have you been covering though?
Well, we've been looking at doing so many different other sports. I mean, obviously the swimming, we've done wheelchair basketball, which was just brilliant the other week. And we've been out doing fell running and, enduro racing I was just talking about, but also trying to get one-on-one interviews with people that really inspire others within sport. And somebody that I did film that got great exposure was Connor Watterson, for instance, that's a world champion baton twirler, lives in Ramsey with his foster parents, and he's never ever been spoken about in the Isle of Man, and he got a massive response. I mean, he's had over about 45,000 views, and shared worldwide that this is the talent that we've got in the Isle of Man. So it's not just about going out and covering sports, but it's also about speaking to those individual people as well that inspire others. I mean, look at the man, Ken Roy in Ballasalla, the dancing man. Everybody now knows Ken Roy, and that's purely because he just dances around, the Ballasalla southern area and enjoys what he does, and that is a sport.
And you talk inspiration, Joe, but what inspired you? I think I know the answer to this, but what did inspire you to get your camera, your camera phone, your smartphone, and just go out and cover Manx sports, which often go unnoticed under the radar?
Just the Island Games, Chris, like literally just the coverage that we gave at the Isle of Games from Manx Radio. I just really saw the amount of people that enjoyed watching their family and friends, of course, on the live feeds, and people coming up to the street and saying, I was able to watch my son and daughter. I wasn't able to get out there. I couldn't afford to pay the prices to be there, but I was able to watch the coverage. So what is inspiring me is people coming up to me now saying, I'm loving what you're doing, because I'm able to see that there's so many sports that I never even knew existed on the Isle of Man, and the texts that are coming in from people worldwide that used to live from the Isle of Man, used to live on the Isle of Man, but now they're actually obviously living across, and they're able to see the island and how much amazing sport we've still got going here.
Well, we're coming towards the end of 2017, but next year, 2018, you've got the Commonwealth Games in Australia, on Australia's Gold Coast. So it's going to be a big year for Manx sport, and a fresh new age of Manx sport coverage, given the fact the sport package is joining forces with Manx Radio.
Certainly are. It's going to be a perfect harmony. I've already been doing lots of Commonwealth Games athletes interviews, which are on the page, and still continuing to do so. In fact, tonight actually they're announcing the team announcements to find out who's going to be going to Australia, so it's all very exciting for them. We'll find out on the 2nd of January, but yeah, 2018 is going to be so exciting. Sport package is just growing so much so quickly, and obviously to be working with Manx Radio is fantastic, because obviously I work with Manx Radio, so to me it's a perfect harmony, because obviously we can all work in it together. And it also means, Chris Cave, that I can pinch you when you're obviously not working here, and be able to come out and help us with the sport package and do some sports cover if you're up for it.
I'd be privileged and honoured. Joe, I think it's going to be an exciting year ahead. Thank you very much for joining me this afternoon.
Thanks, Chris. Happy Christmas.